Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you're watching this broadcast. This is Dr. Eric Tangu Monken with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy the potential. It doesn't matter where you're watching, it doesn't matter where you're listening. I want to wish you a happy New Year 2022. Happy New Year 2022. I'm wishing you a successful new year. I'm wishing the best for you. However, my wishes are not going to mean much except you put in the time and the effort that you will have to put in for the new year to deliver for you. If you are joining us, I would like to know where you're joining us from. And in addition to that, please, I want you to invite other people so we can have this conversation. As you've heard, the mission of IEM Approach is to inspire people, is to motivate people, is to equip people so they can do well. I am a student of success. I like to know why some people are successful and some are not. And my desire for you for 2022 is that you be successful. I'll be touching 5 areas of your life. You'll be successful spiritually, you'll be successful health-wise, financially, in your relationships, and above all, you'll be successful in your career, as we're going to see. Please don't take this topic lightly. I'll be sharing some very personal experiences, and I want you to hang on to the end. The topic of today is New Year resolutions are useless. If you want a different outcome for 2022, you need to set smart goals. I am going to help you learn how to set smart goals, demystify it, and give you the secret ingredient that is going to make you massively successful in 2022. I'm just like you, nothing special about me, and that's why I'm having this conversation, because at times, if it is the CEO of some Fortune 500 company, you say, oh, this guy is speaking because he is the CEO of a very big company. I'm just like you. And I want to share from my own experiences what has worked for me over the years. Please, New Year resolutions are useless. They're useless because usually people make resolutions out of frustration. They make resolutions out of a sense of guilt. They make a resolution without thinking through how they're going to get it actually done. We need to get smart in 2022. Somebody's watching. Can you let us know where you're watching? If you have any question, put it in the chat and I will get to it towards the end. Hang around if you like what you're hearing. Invite other people to join us. New Year resolutions are useless. When I was a child, I made New Year resolutions. And those resolutions lasted for 1 week, at most for 1 month. At the beginning of the year, I would sit down and I'll make resolutions as follows. I would tell myself that for this year, I will pray more, I will exercise more, I will read more books this year, I will be good this year, I will eat less this year, I will be less angry this year, I will read my Bible more this year. I made promises. Promises are easy to make, but keeping them is the issue. You can add to this list. Some people will say, this year I'll drink less. This year I will chase after less women or less men. This year I will visit less strip clubs. Or this year, whatever is bringing guilt, they're trying to uplift the guilt by promising them that I'm going to do this is what I'm going to do. However, remember, there's nothing wrong in wishing or desiring not to do less of or to do more of something. The issue is that the inability to quantify what you mean by less or more is where the problem starts. In other words, you don't have a fixed amount that can be measured. When you say, oh, I'm going to drink less, what do you mean by that? How are you going to know when you're drinking less or you're drinking more? And that is why it is important to understand that if it cannot be measured, it cannot be improved. If you cannot make a measurement of what change you want, you cannot improve it. I believe in prayer. You pray, but whatever you want to achieve needs to be measured. And you'll never know if you've achieved it if you don't measure it. For example, it's just like you decide, oh, I want to drive to a certain city. You get into a car and you start driving without knowing where that city is located. Let's say you're going to that city because you have a pressing need. It's good. But if the city is it's in the north and you're driving to the south, you will never reach that city. This example does not make sense, but I put it out there for you to be thinking that when we look into our lives, we are not going anywhere because we don't start with a destination in mind. No wonder many people are going to buy gym membership this year. January is one of the highest months where people sign up for gym membership. However, they will sign up for the gym membership, and by February, most people will give up. Please, I want you to listen and listen very carefully. Success leaves clues, and it's possible for you to get a different outcome in 2022. Nothing is stopping you. If you listen to what I'm telling you and apply it, you are going to have massive successes, as you're going to see. So it's important for you to start with the end in mind if you want to get to your destination, because you're going to know you've reached there when you get there. And when you set up your mind, this is the direction I want to go, it's going to start determining the road you're going to take. Because if you're going north, you better be headed north. You cannot take a road that is headed south if you want to go north. That's why to get to a specific destination, you must start with the end. You must be as clear as possible. To say, oh, I'm going to drink less, I'm going to eat less is not enough. You have to be as specific as possible. That's why without clarity, you will never get there. You need to be very clear. How do you expect to get to the city if it's north and you're driving south? I've mentioned that most people are going to sign up for gym membership this January that's coming starting tomorrow, but they will give up. And the question is, why do people spend their hard-earned money to sign up for gym membership, but they don't make use of it? To get to your final destination, in other words, to achieve what you want or desire, you must be as specific as possible and have a strong why. If your why is not strong enough, you are not going to make it. You need a very strong why. And I'm going to explain why you need a strong why. There's nothing wrong with having a desire. However, your desire must be accompanied by a strong why. Let me ask you a few questions. You may add your own questions on the chat for me. And as I said, if you have any question, if you have any comments, please make them on the chat. I'm here, I just want to help, because over the years, I've seen that which has helped me to see results in my life. That's what I'm trying to share with you. You need to start with a strong why. For example, why do you want what you want? Why do you want it? Why do you want to earn more money in 2022? Why do you want to read more books in 2022? Why do you want to be healthier in 2022? Why do you want a better marriage in 2022? Why do you want a job promotion in 2022? You can put in whatever desire you have in there and ask yourself, why do you want it? Your why will make or break you. Without a strong why, you're not going to go far. Before you desire anything, you must tie it to an extremely strong why. Without a strong why, you are not going to make it. Now, let me ask you a few more questions before we continue. Do you want to continue in poor health in 2022? Do you want to remain poor and broke? Do you want your bank account to remain empty? Do you want your investment portfolio to remain empty? Do you want to improve your leadership skills, your sleep quality, the quality of your health, your breathing, your stamina, your libido? What do you want to change? Do you want to be more productive? Do you want to write that book in 2022? Do you want to travel? You may add your own questions in here. I hope you get the point. When it comes to doing well, there are 5 major areas that I want you to focus on in 2022. If you want to do well, you have to improve daily in these 5 areas. Therefore, for 2022 to be different, you will need to set smart goals in these 5 areas. And we'll get into them as I move on. Now, the power or secret is in consistency and daily discipline. Consistency and daily discipline. To do that, you need to start with destination in mind, as I already said, then break your goal into smaller steps you can take daily. Start with a big goal and break into smaller steps you can take daily. For example, one of my health goals in 2021 was to do 94,900 push-ups. You heard me right. 94,900 push-ups. That is to say, my destination was what? 94,900 push-ups. When you hear of 94,900 push-ups, it can be more mind-boggling and almost impossible. Yet, I did them because I committed to doing 260 per day, 7 days a week. I committed to doing the push-ups 260 daily. I did the last set today. Unfailingly throughout 2021, every day, no matter even if I was traveling, no matter what I did, I held myself accountable. I told myself, you must, to hit this goal, you need to get down there and do those push-ups every day. In my case, I wanted to do 94,900 push-ups. I didn't start by doing 94,900 push-ups. When I started doing push-ups, I was doing 50 a day. I did that for over a year. I then increased the number and I increased the number. And now last year, it was 94,900 push-ups. 2022, I'm going to be doing 300 push-ups a day from 260 in 2021. So if you multiply 300 by 365 days, so next year we're looking at doing more than 100,000 push-ups. It sounds mind-boggling, but you reduce it to a small number that you are able to do. I don't know what your goal is, but make sure you have the big destination, then you make little steps that you can take each day. You have to be consistent, you have to be persistent. The other goal was to fast for a minimum of 52 days. To fast a minimum of 52 days. That's almost 2 months, right, of the year that I didn't eat. But you may be thinking, wow, can I go for 2 months without eating? If you just fast 1 day a week, persistently, each week you take a day off. I'm not looking like this, it's not an accident. That's what I'm teaching you, that you can do that. Fasting has been proven. This presentation is not about fasting, but fasting has been proven to do wonders in people's life if we do it rightly. So you could do 52 days easily like that by just doing 1 day a week. 1 day a week is doable, just 1 day, where you add it up. Now remember, if you try to fast for 52 days straight, you're going to fail. If you try to do 94,400 push-ups in a day, you will fail. And that's what most people do. They set a very big goal and they try to achieve it without going through the process. You need to be smart. That's why we're going to talk about smart goals. Setting smart goals means the goals must be what? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. I'm going to use the example of the goal that I set for my push-ups in 2021 to drive this home. For example, as I said, at the beginning of 2021, I set a goal to do what? 94,900 push-ups by the end of 2021. Now let's look at the goal, right, that I set up. The goal has to be specific. What was the activity I was supposed to do? Do push-ups. So you need to name it out. Most people get up each day, you ask them, what is their goal for the day? And I don't know. I don't know. No wonder their phone will ring and their program will just change because they don't have their day organized. You need goals, and to get behind them daily, that is how you get more done. So the goal was specific. Push-ups. What is it you want? Money, health, relationships. What is it you want? Be very specific. The goal is measurable, right? 94,900 push-ups. So when I'm done today, I counted them. Yeah, I did them. The goal is attainable. I did not try to do 94,000 goals in a day. I did 260 per day, which is doable. You may want to run 1,000 miles in a year. Just break it down into small chunks where you can do daily. The goal is relevant. I didn't just pick a goal for the sake of a goal. No, it's relevant. I wanted to improve my health, build muscle and stamina. The goal is time-based. By the end of 2021. 2022 is coming up. You need to set goals that are going to help you to make a difference. And so when we say the goal is specific, it means you have to narrow them for effective planning. When they say the goal is measurable, it means you define what evidence you will prove you are making progress and re-evaluating when necessary, right? I'm doing push-ups. Each day I get up. Did I do my push-ups today? Yes, I did. How many hours was I supposed to do? 260 every day if I needed to hit the goal at the end of the year. The goal has to be attainable. In other words, make sure you can reasonably accomplish your goal within a certain time frame. I did not try to do 1,000 push-ups in a day. Maybe some people do. But in my case, I figured out I could handle 260. Next year, I'm going to be handling 300. Start somewhere, do 10. But if you do 10 persistently and consistently every day, by the end of 10 days, you've done 100. By the end of 20 days, you've done 200. So pick something that is very easy to do. You get the multiplier effect when you do it daily. You're going to get there. The goal has to be relevant, right? Your goal should align with your values and long-term objectives. And lastly, you must set a realistic, ambitious end date to make sure you are motivated to get the goal done. We're talking about the new year 2022. Please don't waste your time setting up New Year resolutions. Make sure you're having specific goals that are going to deliver for you. Now, SMART goals make a lot of sense. However, there are two secret ingredients that you need if you want your SMART goals to be successful. You need a very strong why. We've already talked about it. Why are you interested in achieving that goal? And you need to break the goal into smaller chunks that will be done daily. Break the goal into smaller chunks that will be done daily. I cannot overemphasize this. There is a year that I wrote 18 books, 1 million words. The same principle works. You write a little chunk every day consistently, you're going to hit the goal. You can do it weekly, monthly, or yearly. However, daily will get you there faster and better. You know, what we're trying to do here is to build habits that will deliver. Is to build habits that will deliver. Now, have you ever told yourself, oh, you know, I'm going to skip exercising today. I'm not going to go to the gym today. I was supposed to do, let's say you said I'm going to do 3 miles. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to go the next day and I'll do 6 miles. That next day never comes. And that's how most of us fail. When you skip, the habit you are strengthening is the habit to skip. You are becoming a skipper. But if you make up your mind each day, because your why is strong, I got to do my 3 miles, I'm going to do them come rain, come shine. I am going to do them. Nothing is going to stop you. Nothing stopped me in 2021 from hitting the goals that I set for myself. Nothing stopped me. Nothing should stop you. You have to be resolute. You have to make up your mind. Let it be simple enough for you to do it. Some of us don't read. Because once we sit down in the weekend and read a book, it's not going to work. No. You can read, 5 pages a day. Just 5 pages. Why not even read just 2 pages? You'll be surprised by the number of books you're going to read by the end of the year. Now, if you make up a daily commitment and stick to it, you will be unstoppable. Now you may be thinking, oh, I'm crazy for demanding daily discipline. Well, if you don't do daily discipline, you're going to be doing daily indiscipline. And without a disciplined life, you are not going to go anywhere. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be demanding. You have to put in the time and the effort to do what you have to do to get the results you want. I mean, don't do anything. If you like where you are right now and how your life is unfolding, don't do anything. However, if you want a different outcome, you must move from wishing, making resolutions, to setting smart goals. If you want a different outcome for 2022, you must focus on setting smart goals. If not, you're going to get the same old that you got in 2021. Remember, these goals must be fueled by a strong why and broken to smaller pieces that you will be able, that you can easily do. Now is your time to set goals for 2022 in the 5 areas that are mentioned. I don't know what happened to those areas, they disappeared. So the 5 areas have to do with your health, your spiritual life, your relationships, your finance, and personal growth and development. You need to develop yourself. I wish you a happy New Year 2022. Everybody's saying it this time of year. However, my wishes will not change anything in your life. It's not a charm, it's not a good luck, whatever. If you don't set smart goals, I can wish you all around for 2022, you're going to get the same outcome. You can make your wishes come true by doing your part. And what is your part? To make sure that you set smart goals and stick to them. Set smart goals and stick to them. If you want a different outcome for 2022, you're going to have to make some changes. Change is not easy. It's difficult, it's uncomfortable. However, you have to if you want something different. It's important to understand that you need to start with the end in mind and work on the path you've set for yourself. Don't forget to share this information with other people. I also appreciate your thoughts on what you think with what you've heard and how to apply it. Thank you. God bless you.